Hello everyone, we're going to be taking a look at the final fight in Dark Visions. I did take a quick look to learn some mechanics, and we have to kill by turn 4, otherwise it gets perma mitigation, which is really high. So we're going to try with a light-based team, we'll see how things go. I don't have turns perfectly planned out or anything, but we have Ling. Now, it didn't seem like we needed a provoker, I just left her the way I had her for the test, which is evasion provoker. But everything seemed to be AE elemental, and there's a fixed attack on turn 3. So both forms, still full provoke, full evade. Secondary form has some attack and 125 on the Fairy Killer. And we have Dragon's Brush and Call of the Wild in both forms. Yigni in the base form is Magic and Killers. So 300 Fairy Killer there. Shift, we gave him Lion's Emblem. And everybody has at least 15 on Ice and Light Resist in any forms that's actually going to get hit. Alright, Aerith, we're only using base form. She's using a rod. We're going to use the rod in peril. And just some spirit, chain mod, and a little bit of killer. She's got 50 fairy killer herself. Angela, base form doesn't really matter because we're going to do it in 4 turns anyway. But shift, LB focus with resist still. So 300 fairy, 300 limit damage. Carton, base form, Lion Emblem, and resist. And shift, just frenzy focus. Resist doesn't matter because he's just going to be in secondary form on the kill turn. 300 fairy for him. Yoshikiri, base form, has some resist. We're going to use his limit to buff resist for everybody else. And shift, he's using a rod for the rod in peril and just some spirit and killer. 50 fairy killer for him. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, Angela, we're going to shift and stack right away. Ling, we're going to shift, and we're just going to refill limit. So it's going to be Magnus and double on Passionate. Alright, Yoshikiri's not full yet, so Carton's going to rally. And Yigni, we're going to shift and rally, and that'll get Yoshikiri good to limit on turn 1. So Yoshikiri, base limit, and that's mainly for the elemental buffs. Alright, Aerith. Let's see, this first turn. We'll just heal Ling, because Ling is going to hurt herself next turn. So we should be immune to all damage for this turn. Alright, Angela needs to stack again. Ling is going to go to base. So we're going to Celestial Dance and double Passionate. Let's see, actually, let's do Magnus for the mitigations because we do have a fixed attack on turn 3. And then we'll Celestial Dance and 1 Passionate. which was good enough. Angela's good to limit again. So Yigni, we're going to go to base. And we're pretty much just going to stack this up. So that way we get a full stack on his chain move that we're going to use later. Carton doesn't really need to do anything because everybody's limit's full, so he'll just auto attack. Let's see, Aerith. We're going to do our Rod in Peril. I think that's really all. So just single cast Rod in Peril. Yoshikiri doesn't really have anything to do himself overall. So Angela auto buffs the limit by 300 as part of her own limit. So I don't need to worry about buffing LB damage. We're getting 400% stat buffs, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll start with drawing a small attack and magic from Shiva. Yeah, so this turn, all elemental, nothing to worry about. Oh, there was something to worry about. Oh, she got imperiled. That's what that was. That's a big single target imperil, apparently. That's a really big imperil. Alright, we'll have to keep that in mind. Right, turn 3, we're going to try to stack Angela as much as we can. So let's see, Yoshi is going to... I guess I could have unlocked his triple the other turn. Alright, that's something to keep in mind. So we'll fill LB once. Carton, we got to get our Fist and Peril in there. So we will double Shrouded and Accursed, and let's see if we can get some crystals to Angela. That's Ling. We need to Lighten Peril, we're going to Dagger in Peril, and then we need to Magnus for LB fill. Alright, Igni, we're going to set up, so we are going to Laws of Nature for the Fury Killer. We're going to Research for the Breaks. We're going to Fountain for the Aura. And then we're going to Enhancement to give the killer to the rest of the team. Aerith is going to Limit Burst, and that's going to finish our buffs. So this next turn we do get hit with a fixed attack as well. Yeah, Ultima is a fixed attack. So there's no real avoiding that one, even with like magic cover. Non-elemental fixed, can't cover it or anything. Alright, so let's kill this thing. Unfortunately, her limit did not finish capping off. Alright, so we're just gonna fill limit. Yeah, 1 LB fill. So Ling doesn't add any damage, it's fine, but so limit from Angela, Ignite in the base, just quad cast. Quad calibration, so Aerith is going to quad Banishka. Hearts in, we're going to go for Frenzy. And Yoshikiri, we're going to shift. And just do his non-elemental blocked one. So we got our Rod in peril, we got our Fist in peril, Dagger in peril, breaks, 85%. Alright, so Angela goes first. Then we'll do our Chaos Chainers in the front, and our Bolting in the back. And looks like we broke a chain in there. That or Yoshi stopped because of AE. Well, actually we had a few AE casting. So 1.3. So a lot to change. But we did learn some new stuff. So aside from going for the turn 4 kill on, what was it, turn 2, there's a huge ice and peril on a single target. So we need the Provoker to have a ridiculous amount of ice resist. Angela did most of the damage, but we did stack her up quite a bit. Hearts in, decent amount overall. Yoshi trailing behind, but didn't expect that much from him. Alright, so yeah, quite a bit to fix, but we learned, I think, everything we need to know now. So we're going to end this video here, and then I'll work on thinking about what kind of teams to actually get a good score on this. So I hope everybody enjoyed, and we'll see how we do in the actual score run.